Part 28. Super God System becomes infinitely stronger. Author, Shuxiang Zk. Chapter 271. Young Prince Mo, although I also graduated from the Imperial Capital Academy and we are seniors and juniors, the Pudong Chamber of Commerce has long established a rule that it will not join any royal family or royal family of the United Nations. Yan Ruyu politely refused. Joining the royal family is not as good as Mo Jingxian said. There are often battles between royal families. If you are not careful, people who follow the royal family will die without a burial place. In the East United Nations, the royal family is the largest on the surface, but there are 7 princes in the entire East United Nations, also called royal families. Each royal family has its own fiefdom and its own town. Of course, the royal family is also under the management of the royal family. However, it can also be seen from this that in the East United Nations, apart from the royal family, the people of these 7 royal families have the greatest power. And Mo Jingxian is the young prince of Tianlin Palace among the 7 royal families. It can be said that his family background is a real rich family. Why do you have to refuse so quickly, senior sister? I'll give you half an hour to think about it. If you still give the same answer, I won't force you. Yan Ruya couldn't say no directly. After all, Mo Jingxuan's family background was too extraordinary. Among the 7 royal families, Tianlin Palace was the strongest. If you offend him too much, there will definitely be no good end. Both sides had to wait for half an hour to think. Just as the two were waiting for time, Zhang Tianfeng next to them suddenly took out his mobile phone, which was a circle of friends. Zhang Tianfeng read it with some surprise, then handed the phone to Mo Jingxian, and said with a smile, "There is an interesting guy among the freshmen this time. This freshman named Chu Wei wants to challenge the entire Fang Cheng alliance." Mo Jingxian glanced at it lightly, without saying anything, and a disdainful smile appeared at the corner of his mouth, as if no matter whether it was the freshman named Chu Wei or the Fang Cheng alliance. In his eyes, they were just garbage and ants, not worth his attention at all. "Brother, let me see." Zhang Tianfeng's younger brother, Zhang Tiancheng, took the phone. "Damn it, this guy named Chu Wei, doesn't he know that the Fang Cheng alliance is planning to join our Tianlin alliance recently? A freshman is so arrogant, I will teach him a lesson and let him know the rules in the school." Zhang Tianquan's spiritual energy rushed out of his body with anger, and a strong wind appeared in the whole room with Zhang Tiancheng as the center. So strong. Yan Ruyu, who was opposite the table, felt that the strong wind generated by this spiritual energy fluctuation was stronger than her own strength at the level 5 Awakener realm. If a follower is so strong, then Mo Jingxuan's strength. Yan Ruyu looked at Mo Jingxian with some palpitations, only to see that Mo Jingxian was looking at her with a smile. This man gave people a sense of unfathomable strength. "Brother, the little prince didn't say anything, why are you in a hurry?" Brother Zhang Tianfeng asked Zhang Tiancheng to disperse the spiritual energy fluctuations. "Humph. I just don't like those freshmen who don't know how high the sky is and how deep the earth is." "Haha," Mo Jingxian smiled faintly and said, "It's just a freshman, it's not worth our attention. As for the Fang Cheng alliance, it's also garbage. If the Fang Cheng alliance can't even deal with a freshman, then they want to surrender to me, Mo Jingxian, and want to be my dog, but they are not qualified." Yes. Zhang Tiancheng was very impressed by Mo Jingxian, and he didn't mention Chu Wei and Fang Cheng alliance anymore. In the VIP room of Pudong Chamber of Commerce, the waiter had called their supervisor. "Hello, Mr. Chu Wei, my name is Fang Zheng. I heard that you want to sell the 3rd-level elixir giant spirit pill. I wonder if you can let me test the finished product." Chu Wei took out the bottle of elixir that had been packed long ago and handed it over. Super God System becomes infinitely stronger. Author, Shuxiang Zk. Chapter 272. After Fang Jing took it and checked it, He immediately showed a surprised look. "Mr. Chu Wei, your third-level giant spirit pill is of very good quality. It is the best quality among all the giant spirit pills I have seen so far." Chu Wei smiled faintly. The alchemy knowledge given to him by the system was naturally not bad. He said immediately, "There are a total of 20 giant spirit pills here. I want to sell them all, and this second-level equipment." Chu Wei took out the 1,000 vine wings. Since he had the flying blade wings, this second-level equipment has no use at all. "This is a second-level equipment." Fang Jing took the wings. He is the director of the Pudong Chamber of Commerce and has naturally seen a lot of the world. However, when a 16-year-old student took out these things, he was still slightly surprised. Maybe the student's family is rich. After all, the second-level equipment is at least more than 2 million United States dollars. It is relatively rare to take it out and sell it casually. "All the money I sell here, exchange it for medicinal materials for the giant spirit pill." "What?" This surprised Fang Jing. "If the pills and equipment here are sold, it will be at least 13 million United States coins. If all of them are exchanged for medicinal materials for the giant spirit pill, that would be 430 medicinal materials. Such a large number of medicinal materials can only mean one thing, that is, the young man in front of him may be an alchemist. And he is such a young third-level alchemist. It seems that I gave him the membership card yesterday." Fang Jing secretly felt that he was wise and far-sighted. Because he has always been in charge of the medicinal materials, when he received a call from the Imperial Capital Academy counter yesterday that needed medicinal materials, he felt that those medicinal materials must be sold to an alchemist. So he asked the person who delivered the medicinal materials to specially apply for a membership for Chu Wei. Otherwise, ordinary people may not be able to obtain membership of the Pudong Chamber of Commerce even if they spend tens of millions of United States coins, let alone millions of United States coins. So when Chu Wei took out the membership card in front of the security guard immediately showed respect. Because people with membership cards represent excellent, powerful people. If you only have a little money, you will never become a member of the Pudong Chamber of Commerce. Are there any problems?" Chu Wei looked at Fang Jing, who was a little dazed. No, Mr. Chu Wei, I will handle it for you right away." When Fang Jing went to handle it for a while, all the medicinal materials were brought to Chu Wei. "Okay, let's go." Chu Wei put the medicinal materials into the storage space of his mobile phone and took Sumomo out of the VIP room. With these medicinal materials, after going back to practice the giant spirit pill, Chu Wei can immediately enter the awakened realm. At the same time, at the top of the Chamber of Commerce. "Senior sister, half an hour has passed. I wonder what you think," Mo Jingxian asked slowly. "Sorry, Prince Mo, I can't break the rules of our Chamber of Commerce. In this case, I won't force it. Let's go." Mo Jingxian stood up, and the Zhang brothers behind him followed closely. When Mo Jingxian walked to the door, he suddenly turned around and said with a smile, "Senior sister, let me tell you something, sometimes rules can kill people." Haha, Mo Jingxian smiled mysteriously and walked out of this luxurious room. Just as Mo Jingxian went out, a woman walked out of a secret door in this room. This woman has a plump figure and big wavy hair. She looks like a mature and seductive woman. If Chu Wei saw this woman, he would definitely exclaim, "Tang Meyer. You are listening to novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment." Super God System becomes infinitely stronger. Author, Shu Xiangzike. Chapter 273. This mature woman with big waves is Tang Meyer from the Tang Family Chamber of Commerce in Taiyuan City. "Meyer, what do you think this Mo Jingxian means?" Yan Ruyu asked. "What else can it mean? He wants to subdue your Pudong Chamber of Commerce. Tang Meyer sat in the position where Mo Jingxian sat before and said. I have learned about the Tianlin Palace in the past few days. In the past few years, the Tianlin Palace has been madly expanding its power. There are rumors that the Tianlin Palace wants to rebel against the royal family and dominate the entire Donglian kingdom. If the Tianlin Palace can subdue your Pudong Chamber of Commerce, then they will increase their strong financial resources, so this is also the reason why he came to you this time. Yan Ruya frowned. It's almost what I imagined, but the Pudong Chamber of Commerce will not participate in the rebellion, so Mo Jingxuan's thoughts are in vain. No, however, this Mo Jingxian can really be called a rising star of the generation. Did you see it just now? The strength of Zhang Tiancheng, a follower beside him, is actually higher than my level 5 awakener. I really don't know what level of strength Mo Jingxian is now. I am afraid that no one in the younger generation of the entire United Nations can be Mo Jingxuan's opponent. This is also one of the reasons why Tianlin Palace has become more and more inflated in recent years and wants to rebel against the United Nations. As long as this Mo Jingxian grows up, I am afraid that no one in the United Nations will be his opponent in the future. Yan Ruya recalled Mo Jingxian just now, and she could remember his gentle face. Although his face looks gentle, under the gentleness, there is a kind of disturbing and unfathomable potential and strength. It is not necessarily true that no one in the younger generation can be his opponent. Tang Meier's mind at this moment emerged a person. This person went from an unknown student to famous in Taiyuan and NATO within 2 months, and even killed the great awakener Fu Hua in one blow. With such a record, I'm afraid even Mo Jingxian is no better than him. Thinking of Chu Wei's brilliant record, Tang Meier couldn't help but show a beautiful smile on her face. Is there anyone better than Mo Jingxian among the students? Yan Ruya was also surprised. I don't know if he is better than Mo Jingxian, but this guy is the most special in my heart. Anyway, I am more optimistic about his strength. Huh? Tang Meier, the beautiful girl who has always ignored all kinds of geniuses, now believes in you so much. Could it be that, this guy is the one you secretly miss? Yan Ruya suddenly joked. No. No. Tang Meier's voice suddenly became much smaller, but she thought of Chu Wei pretending to be her boyfriend. He is so outstanding, he will definitely be the strongest in the future. At this moment, Chu Wei and Sumomo have walked out of the door of Pudong Chamber of Commerce. Hey, you are not still a pharmacist, right? Sumomo asked curiously. Chu Wei just bought so many medicinal herbs. Anyone with a little common sense knows that if you are not a pharmacist, you will not buy so many medicinal herbs at one time. Guess. Chu Wei smiled mysteriously. Guess. Sumomo stretched out her little hand and was about to twist Chu Wei's arm. But this time Chu Wei was well prepared and dodged it at once. Chu Wei, be good for me and let me twist it. Sumomo rushed over. Only a fool will let you twist it? The two chased each other, making the people entering the Chamber of Commerce look back. Hey! Being young is good. Look at this couple, fighting and playing, just like when we were young. A pair of older grandfathers and grandmothers cast envious eyes. Childish. A faint and disdainful voice came from the door of the Chamber of Commerce. 3 young men with high spirits were coming out of the Chamber of Commerce. The one who spoke was a stronger one, Zhang Tiancheng, who was in the luxurious room on the top floor before. And standing a little in front of Zhang Tiancheng was the big devil, Mo Jingxian. Super God system becomes infinitely stronger. Author, Shu Xiangzike. Chapter 274. Hearing this disdainful voice, Chu Wei and Sumomo stopped immediately, and Chu Wei looked at the 3 people at the door with his eyes. Chu Wei only glanced at Zhang Tiancheng and Zhang Tianfeng. These 2 people are quite strong, and they are probably very advanced among the students, but in front of Chu Wei, they still lack some qualifications for him to pay attention to. When Chu Wei saw Mo Jingxian in the front, Chu Wei's eyes showed solemnity for the first time. Since entering the Imperial Capital Academy, Chu Wei has never seriously looked at seniors or freshmen. After all, Chu Wei's strength is too strong for them. But now, Chu Wei met someone who could make him pay attention for the first time. It was the person in front of him with a gentle smile. Although he was not sure what realm the other party was in, Chu Wei could feel that this person was probably not weaker than Fu Hua, the Great Awakener. But Fu Hua was almost 100 years old, but the person in front of him was about 18 years old at most. Such a person is a true genius. You are Mo. Mo Jingxian, Sumomo, who was standing next to him, looked at the person opposite and said in surprise. Mo Jingxian smiled slightly. You are also from the Imperial Capital Academy, right? I am Mo Jingxian. Zhang Tiancheng is not very good at talking, so you don't have to take his words to heart. Oh, Zhang Tiancheng turned his head, but did not refute Mo Jingxuan's words. You can talk about love slowly, let's go. Mo Jingxian walked towards his spiritual sports car with great grace. Soon, he got in the sports car and left. Hey, Chu Wei, do you know? The senior just now is Mo Jingxian, he is the big devil, I have seen his photo on the website of the academy. Oh, Chu Wei responded lightly. Hey, what's your expression, aren't you excited to see such a powerful senior? Sumomo was very excited, after all, Mo Jingxian was said to be too powerful. Powerful? Not bad, Chu Wei still spoke in a light tone. At the same time, Chu Wei silently calculated in his mind, if he brought a full set of third-level equipment, even if he didn't use the self-destruct talisman, how much chance would he have of winning if he fought Mo Jingxian head-on? Mo Jingxian was obviously from a wealthy family. He had third-level equipment, and this Mo Jingxian might have it too, and his martial arts and skills were probably first class. If he fought him, he would really feel like fighting. Thinking about it, Chu Wei suddenly felt like fighting Mo Jingxian, perhaps because Chu Wei hadn't fought a full battle since he came to the Imperial Capital Academy. Chu Wei actually had the desire to fight this legend of the academy. What do you mean it's okay? He is very powerful, and he is a legend on the academy's website, Sumomo explained excitedly, fearing that Chu Wei didn't know. That's probably because I, Chu Wei, am not here, otherwise, he might not become a legend. Chu Wei still had that indifferent tone. Ding. The host is unparalleled in dominance, and the reward is 100 million spiritual energy value. The current spiritual energy value is 1.5 billion/2.048 billion. Sumomo's eyes widened immediately. Oh my god, someone dared to challenge Mo Jingxuan's majesty like this. With Chu Wei here, Mo Jingxian can't become a legend. What a powerful statement. But when Sumomo looked at Chu Wei's calm face, she suddenly felt that Chu Wei seemed to be the same as Mo Jingxian. They were both so powerful that people couldn't see through them. Super God system becomes infinitely stronger. Author, Shu Xiangzike. Chapter 275. Sumomo sighed and said, I really can't see through you, but if you really fight with Mo Jingxian, no matter whether you can win or not, I, Sumomo, will stand by you. Sumomo smiled. Chu Wei smiled slightly and didn't say much. It would be fine if Mo Jingxian didn't provoke him, but if he dared to provoke him, he didn't care what kind of big devil he was. One word, beat. In Mo Jingxuan's sports car. Zhang Tianfeng whispered at this moment, Little Prince, the boy just now seems to be Chu Wei. Oh. Mo Jingxian responded lightly, and then there was no more words, as if Chu Wei was just an insignificant ant. It was still not worth Mo Jingxuan's attention. In the luxurious room on the top floor of the Pudong Chamber of Commerce, Fang Jing was reporting something to Yan Ruyu through the projection. Chairman, just now a student bought 430 doses of medicinal materials for the giant spirit pill at one time. This student may not be simple. According to my judgment, he may be a third-level alchemist. Yan Ruyu was slightly surprised. Third-level alchemist. Alchemists of this level deserve her attention. Apply for a diamond card for him. From now on, as long as he is in the Pudong Chamber of Commerce, he can overdraw 5,000 million United States dollars in advance. Fang Jing, understood. By the way, what's his name? Fang Jing, his name is Chu Wei. Chu Wei, Tang Meier's voice in the luxurious room suddenly rose several degrees. Do you know him? Yan Ruyu asked in surprise. He is the one I think can compete with Mo Jingxian. I didn't expect that he has become a third-level alchemist after only 1 month of not seeing him. Chu Wei returned to the academy. At this moment, the school was already very excited because of what happened in the morning. After all, a freshman was going to challenge the entire Fangcheng alliance composed of seniors. How could such a thing not be exciting? However, at this moment, there were two most common voices among the students in the school. One voice was from the seniors, that is, they hoped that Chu Wei would lose. For no other reason, it was because Chu Wei's current approach was challenging the authority of the seniors. The other voice hoped that Chu Wei would win, and this voice was from all the freshmen. After all, no freshman wanted to be suppressed by the seniors. And Chu Wei also inadvertently, as if inexplicably, became the representative of freshmen challenging seniors. In an activity building of the school, this building is different from ordinary buildings. This building was built by the school specifically for students to organize activities by themselves. In other words, students would organize any activities by themselves, such as class meetings, dances, and alliance meetings, and they would be held in this building. At this moment, the 5th floor of this building was already full of people. Because it was used for activities, the 5th floor was almost empty like a football field. The 5th floor was full of people. Looking closely, there were hundreds of people. Among the hundreds of people, hundreds of them stood alone in several rows. They were in the same camp and belonged to the Fangcheng Alliance. And the 5th floor was where the Fangcheng Alliance gathered. They were waiting for Chu Wei here. Hey, why hasn't the freshman named Chu Wei come yet? Isn't the agreed time coming? I think he's probably scared and doesn't dare to come. Haha, it's possible. Many freshmen are just pretending to be cool and then immediately become cowardly. Several seniors standing in the crowd laughed. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Super God system becomes infinitely stronger. Author, Xu Xiangzike. Chapter 276. Who said freshmen will run away after pretending to be cool? I think you old students are the ones. I think Chu Wei will definitely come today. That's it, don't think that you old students are so great and look down on others like that. Some of the freshmen watching were dissatisfied. The distribution of the crowd on the 5th floor is also very interesting. Almost all the seniors stand on the right, while the freshmen all stand on the left. There is an open area in the middle, which is obviously used for sparring when Chu Wei arrives. I just look down on you, what's the matter? I dare say that Chu Wei will not dare to come. Who is Chu Wei? He just entered the school. What's so awesome about it? There are a lot of capable seniors in the school. That's right, today I'm going to see how the students from the Fangcheng Alliance teach Chu Wei how to behave. That is, let them, the freshmen, know how to respect their seniors. That's right, don't be dissatisfied. Look at the time. Chu Wei hasn't come yet. Isn't that enough to explain the situation? Chu Wei will definitely not come. Faced with the ridicule of the seniors across from them, the freshmen couldn't find a way to fight back for a while. Yes, so much time has passed. Chu Wei made harsh words in the morning, but it's 4 p.m. and he still hasn't come. Is Chu Wei really not coming? Generally, students agree on an afternoon, so this afternoon they usually meet at 3:30. But it's 4 o'clock now, and Chu Wei hasn't appeared yet. Is Chu Wei really not coming? The freshmen were inexplicably frustrated. After all, they all support Chu Wei. Are everyone from the Fang Cheng Alliance here? At this moment, a faint voice came from the door on the 5th floor. Hundreds of people at the scene looked together and saw Chu Wei and Su Mo walking slowly. Chu Wei's steps were neither fast nor slow, just like a male lion walking on the plain. There is a kind of domineering temperament. And it was Chu Wei's calm look that made all the freshmen's moods rise from the low mood they had just started to feel to high almost instantly. I said Chu Wei will definitely come. How's it going? You saw it, right? You said that we freshmen don't dare to come, thinking that we freshmen are afraid of you. Now you're slapping us in the face. Yes, that's right. The seniors across from him looked slightly ugly at this moment. After all, they just kept saying that Chu Wei didn't dare to come. So what if he's here? You're not here to beat me up. Can he really defeat the Fang Cheng Alliance by himself? If he can beat Fang Cheng League, I will eat all the fans in my hand. That's how confident you are. I remember what you just said, and I will personally watch you eat the fan later, Chu Wei said calmly to the onlookers. Then he turned his head and looked at the center of the crowd, where hundreds of people were standing in several rows. Are you Chu Wei? Asked one of the leaders in the rows. He was dressed in white and looked somewhat similar to Bai Yu. He was Bai Yu's cousin, Fang Zhonglong. He is also the president of Fang Cheng Alliance. Don't talk nonsense that everyone knows. You guys should come one by one or together. I don't have that much time to hang out with you. I have something to do later. Later, Chu Wei will go to refine elixirs and advance to the realm of awakened ones. You, Zhao Gang, have disliked you for a long time. A man in the front row of the Fang Cheng Alliance, who was almost 2 meters tall, jumped up and punched Chu Wei. He was at the 9th level of the superpower. He is also regarded as one of the top figures in the Fang Cheng League. Perhaps it was also because he had practiced a kind of muscle-strengthening martial arts, so his fist was almost half a meter in size at the moment, and his fist was surrounded by blue lightning. It seems that the momentum is terrifying. Super God system becomes infinitely stronger. Author, Xu Xiangzike. Chapter 277. However, Chu Wei moved, as fast as a shadow, and kicked sideways at will. With a touch, Zhao Gang was kicked in the chest, and his whole body flew out like a sandbag. In the end, I was lying dozens of meters away, unable to get up. Don't overestimate your capabilities. Who is next? Chu Wei pointed at the Fang Cheng Alliance. Let's go together. Several members of level 8 superpowers took action together. They seemed to have practiced a martial art that involved several people working together. The 4 of them formed a straight line and attacked Chu Wei. Their auras were entangled with each other, and when the 4 of them attacked together, they were more powerful than a level 9 psychic. Maybe it's only a little bit worse than people in the awakened realm. Chu Wei's fists lit up with 2 superpowers, flame and red electricity, and he used the ultimate power of his body at the same time. The punch was punched with a force of almost hundreds of thousands of kilograms, and the strong wind blew the clothes of the people around him to flutter. Boom, the 4 of them were defeated by Chu Wei's punch and were knocked away. The 2 groups of vanguards were defeated by Chu Wei with 1 move, and the remaining Fang Cheng Alliance personnel had surprised looks on their faces. Although the Fang Cheng Alliance was formed 2 years ago, basically 80% of its personnel are below level 8 of superpowers. The strength shown by Chu Wei at this moment is already infinitely close to the realm of the awakened person. Such strength is definitely not something that ordinary members can defeat. The old students and seniors around him were also slightly surprised. They had heard of Chu Wei's strength. He was a level 9 superpower, but his combat power was too strong. Basically it's all one move. On the other hand, the freshmen were very encouraged and clenched their fists to cheer Chu Wei. "You have some skills, so let me come and meet you. My name is..." A young man with a crew cut from the Fang Cheng alliance stood up. But before he finished speaking, Chu Wei had already rushed forward like a ghost and came to him. With one punch, Chu Wei's biceps bulged as if they were inflated, and the first gear of his power arm had been used. The young man with the flat head did not expect that Chu Wei would not let him finish his words, so he had to raise his arms to block in a hurry. However, he obviously did not expect the strength of the first gear of Chu Wei's arm of power. When the fist hit his arm, he felt as if the opponent's fist was like a big mountain hitting him. Even he who had reached the realm of the awakened could not resist that kind of power. Boom! Just like a cannonball, the body of the flat-headed young man was directly punched hundreds of meters away by Chu Wei, and hit the wall of the room heavily. Upon impact, a layer of faint ripples appeared on the wall. It turned out that the entire wall was protected by a formation. If the wall was not protected by the formation, I am afraid that the body of the flat-headed young man just now would directly break through the wall and fly out. Chu Wei's punch was so terrifying. At this moment, the entire scene almost stopped breathing. Oh my god, the one who was punched away just now seems to be the second-ranking figure in the Fang Cheng alliance, Feng Qian. Feng Qian is a person who has reached the realm of the awakened. How could he be punched away by Chu Wei? Isn't this Chu Wei too terrifying? How strong is his actual combat power? 2 seconds later, a senior finally made a voice of disbelief. Generally speaking, in everyone's impression, it is difficult for people in the realm of superpowers to defeat people in the realm of awakened people. After all, the gap between the two is too big. But Chu Wei broke this general impression with one punch. Super God system becomes infinitely stronger. Author, Xu Xiangzike. Chapter 278. When Chu Wei once again looked at Fang Cheng Alliance and others, almost 90% of the members couldn't help but look away. He didn't dare to look at Chu Wei's lion-like gaze. Feeling the panic of the surrounding members, Fang Zhonglong, the president of the Fang Cheng Alliance, had a gloomy look on his face and said coldly, "Chu Wei, you really pissed me off." Chu Wei shook his head disdainfully, and the next second, Chu Wei was already in front of Fang Zhonglong. The fist was raised high, surrounded by 3 powers, fire, red, and wind. I still use the first level of the arm of power, but this time 3 abilities are added. Fang Zhonglong was shocked. He didn't expect that Chu Wei had a 3rd power, and a white protective shield suddenly lit up on his body. This is a 2nd level piece of equipment of his, and it is difficult for anyone with level 2 awakening to break it. He believes that this shield is enough to withstand Chu Wei's punch. Sure enough, Chu Wei's powerful move was blocked. Haha. Chu Wei, you didn't expect it? I have a shield, what can you do to me? Fang Zhonglong laughed, and 2 superpowers also lit up on his fists, allowing him to beat Chu Wei immediately. I really didn't expect it, but it's of no use. Chu Wei said coldly, arm of power, 2nd gear. Chu Wei's entire arm changed and turned gray. He pulled his fist back, and then hit the shield hard. Crack. A wrist guard on Fang Zhonglong's wrist was broken, and the shield on the surface of his body immediately disappeared. My balance shield, Fang Zhonglong cried out in pain. This shield cost him nearly $3 million federal dollars, and now it is just scrapped. But what made him even more shocked was that Chu Wei's fist had already hit his chest. With a sound of wow, Fang Zhonglong spurted blood and hit him in the back. Dozens of Fang Cheng Alliance personnel were knocked to the ground by him, and they were all slightly injured. The most powerful person in the Fang Cheng Alliance was defeated. Although it wasn't just one move, it was just a matter of 2 punches. The entire scene was surprisingly quiet. This result was so unexpected. Even the freshmen who supported Chu Wei were speechless in surprise. Of course they wanted Chu Wei to win. But Chu Wei won too directly. Originally, they thought that even if Chu Wei would win, it would definitely be a bloody battle. After all, it would be a miracle that he could win against two seniors in the awakened realm. However, I never expected that Chu Wei could punch a child. With such strength, who dares to say that the first place among freshmen is due to luck? Who else in the Fang Cheng alliance is dissatisfied? Chu Wei stood in front of the crowd and spoke calmly. There are still 20 or 30 people standing in the Fang Cheng alliance at the moment, but they are all relatively low-strength people who were originally here to fill their cards. I want to tell everyone that the Fang Cheng alliance has a large number of people and cannot be offended by a new student. But now it is extremely embarrassing, because no one among the hundreds of people in the Fang Cheng alliance dares to accept Chu Wei's words. Just take it. I, Chu Wei, tell you now, don't run in front of me, otherwise I will punch a kid. Chu Wei said this not only to the Fang Cheng alliance, but also to everyone present. There are always some people in the school who think you are easy to bully and want to cause trouble for you. He, Sumomo, who was not far behind Chu Wei, couldn't help but smile. This Chu Wei can hit a kid with one punch. I didn't expect that he can be quite funny sometimes. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Super God system becomes infinitely stronger. Author, Shu Xiangzike. Chapter 279. Although Sumomo was also surprised by Chu Wei's previous performance, she was much better than others. After all, she had long believed that Chu Wei could defeat the Fang Cheng alliance. Now everything in front of her only proved that what she thought was right. But at this moment, she remembered Chu Wei's words again: if Chu Wei was here, he Mo Jingxian would not become a legend. At this moment, she really believed that Chu Wei could fight Mo Jingxian. No one around answered, and the scene was shrouded in Chu Wei's powerful aura, as if Chu Wei was a real lion, and no one dared to confront his edge. Chu Wei, don't think that you are the best in the world just because you defeated two salted fish. The reason why I, Fu Bo, didn't take action before was because you are a junior after all, and this is a matter between you and the Fang Cheng alliance. But now, you are too arrogant. I want to teach you a lesson as a senior. A senior wearing a hat in the crowd of old students walked out while talking. It's Fu Bo, my god, it's the Lone Ranger Fu Bo. I heard that Fu Bo is at the 4th level of awakening, but he has not joined any faction in the school, so he is called the Lone Ranger. I didn't expect Fu Bo to be next to me just now. Yes, it's Fu Bo. He is the master ranked 10th in the school's student combat power. With his help, Chu Wei will definitely be able to deal with him. Haha, this time Chu Wei is so pretentious that finally a master dislikes him, haha. The old students were excited all of a sudden. Just now, Chu Wei asked in front of so many people who else was dissatisfied, which was actually a disguised slap in the face of all the old students. Now he finally provoked a master to come out and teach him a lesson. Chu Wei smiled coldly and looked at Fu Bo. It wasn't considered a move, but I was too arrogant. Haha, come on, make a move. I'll give you a chance. Before, Chu Wei took the initiative to fight Fang Zhonglong and Feng Qian. Fu Bo's left eye, which had a scar on it, immediately turned cold. His cold look, coupled with the scar on his left eye, was really fierce. Ordinary freshman would probably scare a group of people with his aura, let alone fight him. The student ranked 10th in the school was indeed not comparable to Fang Zhonglong before. Congratulations, Chu Wei, you have successfully angered me. I will teach you a lesson. Fu Bo clenched his fist. The cold air surrounded his fist, and it was obvious that his ability was ice. As soon as his ability appeared, the temperature of the entire 5th floor seemed to drop a little. All the freshmen trembled in their hearts. Fubo's ability was very powerful, and it actually lowered the temperature of the environment. However, the next second, a scene that almost shocked people appeared. Chu Wei suddenly appeared in front of Fubo like a ghost, and his fist was raised high. 4 abilities surrounded the fist, and the fist was not only gray, but also looked more like a weight. Boom! Chu Wei's fist hit Fubo's chest like a steel fist. Fubo's ice power still wanted to resist, forming an ice wall to protect his chest. But Chu Wei's fist had already used the 3rd level of the arm of strength, and the force was more than 1,000,000 pounds. When the fist was thrown, it was accompanied by a gust of wind, blowing the eyes of the people around. Bang! Fubo's body was hit hundreds of meters away and hit the wall heavily. Even the wall with the blessing of the formation was slightly shaken at this moment. Wow, Fubo spit out a mouthful of blood. You actually did it without saying anything. Fubo really didn't expect Chu Wei to make a move at once, and he agreed to let him make the first move. Super God System becomes infinitely stronger. Author, Shu Xiangzike. Chapter 280. Haha. Chu Wei sneered, I gave you a chance to fight, but you kept talking nonsense. I gave you a chance, but you are useless, you don't know how to cherish it. Fubo was so angry that he vomited blood again. If the whole school knew that he, Fubo, was defeated by a freshman with 1 punch, he, the 10th in the school, would probably become the laughing stock of the whole school in the future. When he thought of this, Fubo vomited blood again and fainted directly. The old students who had just expected Fubo to beat Chu Wei immediately had their eyes popped out. This was too funny. Fubo, the 10th in the school, was defeated like this. It was simply unprepared. It was still 1 punch. At this moment, even many old students felt that Fubo, you can't beat Chu Wei first and then talk nonsense. Now, you were defeated by Chu Wei with 1 punch. The emotions that had just risen in the old students immediately fell to the bottom. Is there no one who can deal with this freshman Chu Wei? However, at this moment, a figure quickly rushed out from the group of old students. His speed was so fast that it seemed to flash past. He had a ball of fire like lightning in his hand, just like a ball. He came behind Chu Wei and hit Chu Wei's back with the lightning. Hey! Chu Wei, you are careless, this voice said insidiously. And the fire like lightning in his hand immediately spread from Chu Wei's back, and instantly turned into an electric net to submerge Chu Wei. Chu Wei, Sumomo exclaimed. No one expected that someone would suddenly come out and attack Chu Wei's back. After a successful move, the figure quickly jumped back and kept a distance of about 200 meters from Chu Wei. He was very careful. When he was not sure whether Chu Wei had lost his combat effectiveness, he chose to keep his distance. Because he knew that Chu Wei was very strong in close combat, and he could kill one with 1 punch. But he was far away, and he believed that with his speed, Chu Wei could not do anything to him. How is Chu Wei? Sumomo walked to Chu Wei's side quickly. Everyone around was also stunned. How could such a person suddenly appear? He is Zhang Jun, the 9th rank senior in the school. He is so powerful. Chu Wei was finally defeated. Haha, let him be arrogant. Now you know you regret it? I thought no one among our seniors could suppress him, and thought he was against the sky. Compared with the cheers of the seniors, the freshmen were angry. You are a senior, but you sneak attack others without saying a word. You are so shameless. Zhang Jun's action just now was obviously a sneak attack, because the people who fought with Chu Wei before basically greeted each other, but only Zhang Jun didn't say hello. And Chu Wei sneak attacked when he was most relaxed after defeating his opponent. It can only be said that Zhang Jun is too despicable. You said you were the 9th rank senior, but I didn't expect you to be so mean. You got your ranking by being so mean. You still call me senior? I think you're just a villain. Facing the scorn of the freshman, Jong Jun sneered on his fair and handsome face, "What a bunch of little brothers. There is no such thing as sneak attacks in this world. Winning is the kingly way. If any of you are dissatisfied, you can come up and stand up for Chu Wei." Jong Jun's whole body was filled with spiritual energy, and the spiritual energy fluctuations of the awakened level 5 instantly filled the entire 5th floor of the building.